Testing. Okay. So, working on highlights for game 3. I'm almost done. So, we're just gonna do the game. So, here we go. Alright, so. Twisters and Texas Twisters, Tampa Bay Titans. Game 4. So the Texas Twisters lead. They lost game 1 5-1. They won game 2 1-0, and then they barely hold on to win 3-2 in game 3. So it's game 4. July 4th weekend baseball here in the National Baseball League. Here we go. Just, I'm trying to remember what they all look like. Blue Note Field, the Gator Dome, Freedom, it's Philly. Bigfoot Field's pretty sick. There's Raptor Field, Twin City Field, Eagle Stadium, Anchor Field. That one's really nice. Railroad Field, that's Chicago. That's Gateway Field, that's St. Louis, the Arch. Bayfront Stadium, that's Oakland. Casino Grounds, Vegas. Twister, that's the other one. That's in the NBL Finals. Texas Twisters, that's the Cosmodome, the Houston Cosmos. Firebird Field, home of San Francisco. UFO Field, home of the Albuquerque Aliens. San Diego Seals. Yeah, that's a specific one for 29. And then here's the New York Coliseum, home of the Knights and the Sailors. Very New Yorky. Olympic Stadium. This is that for that one game we had, just for one game. It was a fun game though. Columbus Coliseum, General Motors Field, home of the Detroit Motors. It's Columbus Aviators. It is based off the Columbus Clippers Stadium. That's something. 28,000, smallest stadium. The smallest stadium in the National Baseball League by capacity. One of the largest right there, DC. Multiple, yep. It's just wall to wall. Massive. So, Orlando Field, that is. Oh yeah, that's the Orlando Sunrise. Here we go, let's do this. Hillsborough Field. Yeah, we're gonna be indoors today, it's too hot. Enjoy the ball game. Game 4, NBL Finals. Hello and welcome to Hillsborough Field, home of the Tampa Bay Titans, Game 4 of the 2025-26 NBL Finals. Sometime as zeros, glad to have you tuning in. Game 4, the NBL Finals. Tampa Bay won 5-1 in Game 1. Texas with a 1-0 win in Game 2. The Twisters barely held on in Game 3 to win 3-2. They were down. They were up 3-0. Tampa Bay Titans. Byron Buxton, I believe, a deep drive to deep left field for a 2-run bomb, the 1-run game, and then the Twisters got out number 3. That's where we left off. Game 4, NBL Finals. Titans, Twisters, next. And second them out for the Tampa Bay Titans will be Christian Javier. 3 postseason games for the Tampa Bay Titans. And won a record for 73 RA, 165 whip, 14 strikeouts, 22% strikeout rate, and 9.5% walk rate. So we'll get the start here in Game 4. And leading off for the Texas Twisters will be the shortstop Anthony Volpe. And we are underway here in Texas. In Tampa Bay, sorry. Down on the fastball, strike on the inside edge to start the ball game. Game 4, July 4th weekend. Let's go, was it July 4th? Hope it was a good one. That'll be a fastball at 92 again inside 0-2. And Volpe gets a piece of it fouled to the right side. 0-2. It's one of the few where the seats are like actually pretty close. And that's down low on a knuckle curve for ball one. So out here, fastballs and sliders are only in this at bat against Anthony Volpe to start. On the 2-2. Volpe hacks at a fastball foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Volpe gets ready, times up his swing, as Javier deals the 2-2 high. There'll be a pop-up fastball, popped up, heading foul to the seats. Lengthy at bat to start off for the Texas Twisters. Anthony Volpe's first at bat, leadoff hitter. He's doing very good fast. He pops one up in the shallow center field, and nobody's gonna get it. Mike Trout and Byron Buxton both went in it. Nobody got it. Mike Trout died for it. He couldn't make the catch. And Volpe's aboard. How about that? On start to Game 4 in the NBL Finals. Lars Newbar, the right fielder, top of the first. Glad to have you tuning in here for Game 4. If anybody is. Game 4 of the NBL Finals. That's dealt on a fastball at 94. Counts 1-1 to Lars Newbar. 5 runs in the last 8 games for Lars Newbar. Still looking for that home run, though. Does not have a home run in this postseason. Fire tap foul. He's the Twisters' right fielder. On the 1-2. Will be fouled to the left side. Rolling foul into the left field corner. 1-2 to Lars Newbar. The Tampa Bay Titans trailing this series 2-1. They need the main problem for Tampa Bay. It's a problem for Texas too, but Texas has done a good job navigating it. Tampa Bay is struggling offensively. So much so, in fact, that they've gotten they got shut out in Game 2. On the 2-2 to Newbar as he fouls off a knuckle curve at 77. There's that knuckle curve, because now Javier's starting to deal those slower breaking balls. He was doing like the lowest thing was like an 84, 85 mile an hour slider. Got him with a circle change for strike 3. So there's the first K for Christian Javier. On that circle change, the spin rate on it, as well as it didn't really curve like go down just quickly like a sinker. It had this slow curve down, but it was a little bit faster than your knuckle curve.
That's the ball.
or your knuckleball or a sweeper. It didn't curve as much as those, but it had a really slow curve. So left fielder Anthony Santo there with a 1-0 count at the plate, batting .306 in the postseason for the Texas Twisters. As Javier Dion will be fouled off to the left side. 1-1. 155 games played in the regular season here in the National Baseball League for the Texas Twisters. And we high fly ball down the left field. .1% walk rate.
Ball.
1-0 on a slider to start off. Bottom of the first inning. 3 RBIs in the last 5 games for Dallas Stapleton, the leadoff hitter for Tampa Bay. Stapleton, he has struggled a bit at first base. And he'll hit a high fly ball. This one's going to go indoor. Right center field, but not too deep. And Lars Cooper able to run it down and make the catch in right center. And there's out number 1. First out of the ball game for Texas against Tampa Bay. So here's Mason Wynn, the shortstop, batting .273. Dallas Stapleton's batting .300. The average team batting average of the postseason is .230. And there's Mason Wynn, a home run, 3 RBIs here in the postseason. Take a look at that, add to that total today. There's the almost wanted that, but he stopped himself. They call it ball 1. Obviously, too disappointed there. On the 1-0. Simply tapped foul. One to Mason Wynn. It'll be a bouncing ball, tapped foul, third base side, going into foul territory. So Mason Wynn. The thing with Mason Wynn, I feel like he's not swinging at the greatest pitches. You can see by that circle change, it was way inside. I think that would have been called a strike though, but swinging at those pitches that are going middle end. And he's swinging at pitches that go off the plate. It's at the sinker outside for strike 3. First strikeout for David Peterson. Here comes Mike Trout with 2 outs, bottom of the first. The ground ball third base side. And no fire across the diamond to Berger. And that's out number 3. We're going to the second. On 8 pitches, David Peterson gets out of the first. We're going to the second. No runs for either team. 1 hit for the Twisters. Leading off for the bottom, to the top of the second will be Zach Geloff. Javier had a high pitch, very harsh pitch count after 1 inning. He used 31 pitches to start off. And there'll be a ground ball right at third base. Muncy over in for the first. Escape Williams got it, and that's out number 1. So here comes the center fielder, Cedon Rafael, with 2 homers and 8 RBIs during this postseason. Have a nice day on a Sunday afternoon. It'll be a slider at 82. Yeah, a bit more obvious movement than like a circle change, as I said earlier. Obviously, slow curve, but it'll be a high fly ball. That one going to go to deep center field. Buxton going back, and he's able to hunt it down in center field for out number 2. And it'll bring up the catcher Tyler Stevenson, 2 homers and 7 RBIs. First pitch to Stevenson will be a high on a fastball at 93. 6-year career in Major League Baseball. Then he came to the NBL and got drafted by the Texas Twisters. And in the National Baseball League, he's doing pretty well. He's in the finals. 3-0 count to Tyler Stevenson. Fastball at 3-1. Lower inside corner. 3-1 count. Javier trying to come back from the 3-0 count. It'll be a fly ball in towards right field. Metro going after it for out number 3. And we're going to the bottom of the second. We're in Game 4 of the NBL Finals. Still scoreless after 1.5. That's Muncy, bottom of the second, leading off for the Tampa Bay Titans. Still a scoreless ball game here in Game 4 of the NBL Finals. Goes at the first pitch, sinker outside at 92. Count 0-2. So that ball gets down, and then it'll be a throw to first. Second strikeout for David Peterson. So Islands Game 2 is done. I'm waiting on trying to upload it. It's struggling a bit. Here's how the Albies. It'll be down low on a sinker for ball 1. I'd like to be doing an afternoon game. I mean, obviously it might not show. Yeah, see, it shows up as night in the game, but it's made so that you can't tell. It's meant to be indoors because cloudy covers up any light. That's 1-1 now. The Albies. It'll be high 2-1. So he drives that one to deep left field. And it's 1-0 Tampa. He gets a really good swing under it. He really gets under it. Might not get a perfect swing, but he really puts power into it. And he gets into the seats and left. On to the second here, Salvador Perez takes ball one. Kind of disappointed that got cut out. I'm really disappointed by that, because that's just disappointing. 1-0 count, Titans with a 1-0 lead. That'll be tap foul, and the count's 1-1. On the 1-1, it'll be fastball at 92 on the outside edge. They set it to strike 1 and 2. But it's a bit hard to tell. And that sinker, he just gets a piece of it on the end. It goes back foul. So Salvador Perez here, looking to see if we can get on base for Tampa Bay. And he strikes out, swinging on the sinker at 92. That's on number 2 here on the second. Third K for David Peterson. As he gets it, Salvador Perez here, Byron Buxton. Batting solid 319. He swings and misses on that first pitch slider. 0-1. Buxton, 8 homers, 17 RBIs here in this postseason. They did really good in the rounds, calling up the finals. But I mean, this series hit everybody like a tank on both teams. The pitching is just so good in this postseason series. This NBL finals, first NBL finals. Bottom of the second on the 1-1 pitch to Buxton. A big ground ball right towards second base. And easy field to first. Burger's got it. And that's going to end the second. Ozzy Albies goes deep to left. 1-0 Titans. After 2. Top of the third, Josh Smith, the third baseman, leading off 2 homers and 3 RBIs. So Chris Amir back on the mound. Winning number 3. He's only at 40 pitches, which is not good. He had a really bad first inning where he threw 30 pitches. And he only threw 10 in the second, so he's going to make these innings quick if he wants to stay late in the game. Otherwise, they're going to have to pull him after 4 or 5 innings. On the 1-1. That'll be a pop-up. First base side, but that's gonna roll. That's gonna go into the seats and right. On the 1-2, it'll be down low and a circle changeup. T for the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All the way, 2-2. Oh, Smith swings at an inside pitch. Oh, Trout's going for it, and he will not be able to get there as it drops in foul. And Javier real high on that fastball, leaving the make the count 4. Evan Volpe, the the leadoff hitter on deck. 3-2 to Smith. Outside, ball 4, and then a walk. Josh Smith will lead off the third. So Javier struggling to hit the strike zone in this third inning. On top of the fact that he's almost at 50 pitches already. Evan Volpe, the shortstop, at the plate. Leadoff hitter 1 for 1. He got a base hit on the first step out of the ball game. I think it was on the second pitch. If my memory is right, could have been 3 pitches. I don't think it was. He swung at the first pitch and got hit. I just don't remember. I'm not gonna go back. It'll be down low and it's in the dirt. 1-1 the count. But Josh Smith stays on first. Just make sure I get that guy. On the 1-1 to Volpe. It'll be outside. Slider with 2-1. Top of the third. Slider will be tapped foul. 2-2. Javier gonna deal a little bit. That'll be a high fly ball. That'll be a blasted down the left field line. It is foul. Not able to do it here in Tampa. So close. He was so close. 2-2.
That's the ball.
On a fastball. Count is now for Anthony Volpe. Right fielder Lars Neighbor in the on deck circle. He's up next. Javier hit him with a fastball as it's fouled away to keep Volpe at the plate. Here in the third for the Twisters. He almost hit a ball now. He's going to try and do it again. Knuckles over the outside, lower outside corner. Ball 4, and there's 2 on for the Twisters. Nobody out. Javier struggling there. And 56 pitches already. 2 on, nobody out. Not a good situation. Triple up play is possible though. That's interesting. Starts off with the ball on the knuckle curve. Christian Javier is struggling to hit the strike zone. I wonder what the head coach is in the dugouts. What is this? What? Yeah, he's struggling. That's a base hit into left center field. Been happy able to field it. It throws down the cutoff man, and the runner comes home. The game's tied at 1. RBI single for Lars Newport to tie the game. Smith comes around third and scores. So now there's running. And then who's on third? Is that Volpe? Yeah, Anthony Volpe is now on third base. And that's into center field. That gets past Mason Wynn. Another run comes home to score. And there's runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the third. As the Twisters blow this one wide. They're starting to blow this one wide open. There's still nobody out. Yeah, that was a bit of a ground ball right into center field. Nobody there to make the play. Byron with that 0-1. Jake Berger, the first baseman for the Twisters. Hit a home run in game 3. In the left field, which seems to be they're swinging a fastball. 0-2. It seems like a lot of the Texas, a lot of hitters on both teams. When they do hit home runs, they're pulling the ball. So I think they're lobbing down that left field line. Down 22 to Jake Berger. I feel like it's the most.
That's the ball.
More verbally, you know, I guess on a higher level in the form, because I'm not just saying that's the ground ball. First, let them down cool. I'm ball throw to the first, counting. So I feel like I started to keep saying that over and over again, started to get a little bit boring. Anyways, got him to first. Got him trying to first. I started to say that. And Berger swings through air for strike 3. Second out here for Christian. Second strikeout here for Christian Javier. First out of the top of the third. Tampa Bay, they look to be in good shape. Not any longer. And it'll be found to the left side, right at the ball boy for strike 1. 142 homers over 12 seasons for the Texas Twisters himself. Jefferson profile. That'll be as he gets to that circle. Changeup, strike 2. It's a familiar market for him. I believe he was on the Rangers.
That's inside ball.
Atlanta Braves. Whoops. Wrong guy. So. Oh yeah. He was on the Texas Rangers at one point. Swag and a miss on a fastball for strike 3. Third K for Christian Javier. 2 outs here in the third. That was a very high pitch to swing at. That was like about at his chest. Yet he still swung at it. Here's Zach Jelloff. 2 outs, 2 on. Javier looking to get out of it without giving up another run. He's already given them 2 runs in this inning. No one count, does that show off? Right now he's suspended in Major League Baseball. I don't longer want to talk about Jefferson Provo being suspended. Oh yeah. He played for Texas for a while, but he left well before that 22 World Series run for the Texas Rangers. Down low, oh, that ball is going to get away. Runners going to third, but they get the out at first base. The draw off some time for out number 3. And that's going to end the top half of the third. We're going to the Titans third. Twisters jump out in front. They lead it 2-1. Going to the bottom of the third. Here's left fielder Ian Happ. Out of the third inning. And we got a long ass sinker. First pitch to Ian Happ. Batting .345. It's going to be swung right through that sinker. On the inside edge. No balls, 2 strikes. Outside sink. So now, I think Peterson was trying to go outside and then, as if it slipped, it went 3 inches off the plate. It's more than you would like to. It'll be a high fly ball. Not going to be very deep. Not going to be deep enough. And Raphael would have hunt it down in center field for the catch for out number 1. Here's the catcher, Harry Ford. Peterson deals. Gave up a home run in the second. Yeah, home run in the second inning he gave up. But didn't give up much since. So we're going to mess up a fastball by Harry Ford, and the count's 1-1. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. I have a feeling that if we're going to have any like stupid long game, it would be this one. I just have that feeling. I don't know if anything's going to come of that. We will see. Maybe there'll be a prediction. Who knows? It'll be a fly ball going in right field. People are able to run it down in right field for the catch, and that's out number 2. Here's Dallas Stapleton. Line out in his first at bat here in game 4. Out the plate, sinker, strike 1. And a bit of a weak grounder right towards first base. And Berger with a run to the bag himself to get the out at first base. Round number 3, we're going to the 4th. Center Raphael, center fielder, leading off the 4th for the Twisters. First pitch, it'll be fastball on the inside edge, it'll be ball 1. So, Zach Allen and Bernardino warming up in the bullpen on top of the 4th for the Titans. And high fastball to Raphael over there from Javier. He's at 76 pitches already. I'm probably going to have to take him out either after this one or after the next one. 3 straight balls to Christian Javier unless he gets another run. That might be the case. Top of the 4th inning. Rio pitch. High on a fastball. Down there in the strike zone. 3-1. Javier looking to come back from a 3-0 deficit in the at bat. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, he chased the slider that stayed over the plate. Count is full. Maybe pitch for Javier. Way high, ball for a knuckle curve, and he walked him on Javier's 80th pitch of the ball game. 4 walks, a walk per inning for Javier, which is not good. Not good. But for now, he's staying in the game. He almost wanted to keep him out there. So Tyler Stevenson watches the first pitch go by at 93 on that fastball. You almost. You know, I didn't even see the stat. But yeah, his batting averages. He took quite the hit. It was above 200. I believe it was above 200 coming into this series. I don't know, maybe 193 could be. 180, 190, but now it's down to 163 because nobody can hit in this series. And Swag and a base city got him on a slider 1-2. This has been the most offensive game yet. And it's only 2-1 Texas. It's not been a crazy amount of offense. It's been the most offensive game we've had. I guess you could make an argument for one of those, but that was a lot more one-sided. And it took Tampa Bay a bit to get that lead. With more than half, like 6th, 7th inning is when they got was when they stopped getting runs in that game. Did you hear that we popped up flat out to left field, even half waiting on it? Coming in to make the catch, throws to second, got him. And this one, the shortstop had threw it too. So there's one out top of the 4th. So here comes Josh Smith, top of the 4th inning. And Tommy Bill Smith steps back. Nobody in the dirt. Ball 1. Javier deals the 1-0 down low. Fastball. They say ball 2. And this crowd ain't too happy. You know, that's not a strike. Which is understandable. And this crowd's running for something. Because they got the winning game 1. Texas now the strike zone. So his day is done. So let's see who they bring in. Still bringing Zach Gallen, 5 postseason appearances so far, 2-0 record, 4.1 innings, 6.5 saving ERA, 10% strikeout, and we'll see how Zach Gallen does. His first batter will be Anthony Volpe, the leadoff hitter. And for only the single, and I believe he walked. Down low, it'll be 0-1 the count. Back-to-back strikes to start his outing here. Game 4 of the NBL Finals. 0-2 to Anthony Volpe. It'll be high in the cutter. That'll be 1-2 outside.
1-2.
Into well inside on the knuckle curve 2-2 the count. Features the Volpe, he'll pop it up foul behind home plate. Keeps that Volpe at bat going. What the main thing you doesn't want to do is hit a weak ground ball here. Boom! He gets struck out on a knuckle curve for strike 3. And that knuckle curve, I didn't think I was going to be a strike myself just because I thought it was below 80 miles an hour. It says 81, but it looked really slow. So here's Lars Newbar. And the rub on the 3rd. And for second, and that's out number 3. Always makes the catch for the out at second base. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Titan still trailing Texas 2-1 here in Tampa. Bottom of the fourth, Mason Wynn. Coming off of the Tampa Bay Titans, so we'll take that inside fastball to start the inning. Bit on that slider, I note his timing. He swung too early. And I swung too late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Counts 1-2 to Mason Wynn. Made contact with that fastball top of the zone. 1-2, foul. At least in this at bat, he's struggling with his timing, which is struggling. And the big ground ball, that's gonna get through. Base knock for the Titans here on the fourth. A leadoff single for Mason Wynn on a bouncing ground ball. And somehow that got through, but by some miracle, I do not fully understand how that just got through. It was a really slow ground ball. It was the right fielder, Mike Trout. 0-for-1 today for the Tampa Bay Titans.
That's the ball.
Down low on the 14 fastball.
1 ball, no strike.
And 92. This is not an overly hard thrower. Out of the circle, change up low. As Mike Trout chased it on the lower inside corner. And grab ball, that's gonna get into center field, a base hit. Runner going to third base. No, stop for the second base. You'll hold there. Back-to-back base hits for the Tampa Bay Titans here in the fourth. Can they keep the train rolling? We will find out. Mason Wynn aboard at second. Mike Trout aboard at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. Down low on a slider, 1-0.
1-0.
Third baseman Max Muncy at the plate. Crowd cheering him on. Dotson with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball to even the count. Muncy hacks at that fastball foul and it goes behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Down low, circle changeup. Keeps Muncy's at bat alive. Muncy keeps fighting it off. Pearson deals. But rest of that bat here for Max Muncy. He might not necessarily know what's coming or anything, but he's just finding a way to stay at the plate. Getting Pearson to throw as many pitches as possible before either getting him out or before Muncy gets a base hit. Got him there for strike 3. A lengthy at bat for Max Muncy, and the crowd's a little disappointed. See Max Muncy go away empty-handed. I think he thought that was going to go further down than it did. It didn't break as much as even I thought it would break more, but it didn't. So here's Ozzy with 2 on, 1 out. Inside sinker, strike 1. I'm not too happy about that call. That was a close call, but I think we were doing anything for a ball, but I still don't think that's the right call. On the 0-1. Right down the middle with a slider. That was astonished by just that. That was a bit of a shock how dead center that was. On the 0-2 to Ozzy Albies. And it's in the center field, a base hit. Runner racing around third. Here the throw home will be not in time. And this game is tied. RBI single for Ozzy Albies here in game 4. We're tied at 2. A huge RBI single in the center for Ozzy Albies. And the Titans have tied it. And this crowd's electric. Salvador Perez at the plate. Watch that sinker go almost in the dirt for ball 1. Houston's starting to struggle a bit. He is at 55 pitches here in the fourth. He's doing better with his pitch count than Javier who was doing the Titans starter. But the thing is, he ain't in good shape right now. I think their pitching's starting to run out a bit on both sides. Because the hitting's getting better. It'll be a circle change. It'll be foul to the right side. 2-1 to Salvador Perez. On the 2-1, that'll be, oh my god, 101 on that foul ball. That was a foul ball. Look at that, 101. Ooh. If it got over 110, I might feature it in the highlights. Away line! Oh, what a... No, he didn't catch it! Got the 1 out, 2 outs, and that's out number 3. He did not catch that ball. But either way, Texas gets out of it, but the game is tied at 2. We're going to the 5th. Anthony Santander everything off top of the 5th. I don't know what just happened. I don't know. That was a bit of an odd way to end the inning. And he swings the first pitch. Really bad. That was just not a good swing there. He swung just almost a bit too quickly. He didn't really put his strength in. It was like just I was almost letting the bat just dangle a quick whiff. Outside fastball, 1-2 to Santander. Santander. I don't know if I'm not saying Santander or anything. So change pop foul behind home plate. Game tied 2 apiece. Top of the 5th inning.
That's a ball.
Ball on a fastball.
2-2.
On the 2-2 into the sunlight, it'll be. And he did do a good job of anticipating that knuckle curve. Did a good job there, fouling it off. 2-2. Down low this time, he threw the same pitch, just lower. And Santander's eyesight was pretty good to see that coming. A hard liner at 104. My goodness. On the 3-2, that'll be way high. Knuckle curve for ball 4. The lead off the 5th. A leadoff walk for Zach Gallen here in the 5th. So now with the run on, here's Jake Berger. Nobody out, so Zach Gallen, for him, the Titans, the best situation is a double play right here. For the rest on that fastball, right down Broadway. A circle change, ball gets away. Is he going to go to second base? Yes, he is. And he is out. They got him at second base. Anthony Santander unable to steal second on a wild pitch. Thing is, when it gets away, if you don't go immediately when that ball drops, I think Santander hesitated a bit. You ain't gonna catch up. You ain't gonna be able to catch up to that throw home. Santander did not catch up. Therefore, his team has to pay the price. This jerks Jake Berger at the plate. Count is now full. Jerks and Profar is on deck. Game tied at 2. 1 out, nobody on. Outside ball 4 and a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And the second walk in the inning for Zach Gallen and the Tampa Bay Titans. Here's Jackson Profile for the Twisters. Then tied 2, 1 on, 1 out. This pitch, fastball in the corner. 0-1. McCall, strike 1. Down low on that fastball. One ball, 1 strike comes out down the profile. Oh, a hard liner at 102. Ooh. And he hit that whole ball. He hit that ball hard, but he didn't properly time it up. But he was right. He was all over that knuckle curve. Got a piece of it. If you can follow all those off speeds, if you can handle the off speeds, at bats usually are gonna fare pretty well. Because there's, at least when I go into an at bat, depending on the pitcher, of course, but the two things I always look for is what's the fastest pitch? Is there a pop up by Profar? And Zach Gallen able to make the catch himself for out number 2. Like when I rode to the show, for example, when I step up to the plate, I always hunt for the fastest pitch, like a fastball, and then from that I adjust to the off speed, or at least I try to. Does it always work? No, but that's my methodology. And then my goal is not always home run, home run, home run, home run. My goal is get on base, line at first base. What a catch, Dallas Stapleton. Round number 3, we're going to the Titans 5th with the game tied to a piece. Yeah, I was taking a look at the starting pitcher. Neither of them pitched a crazy amount. Javier just really struggled. Both pitchers did struggle a little. 2 runs each. 5 walks for Christian Javier, no walks for David Peterson. Peterson still on mound, throwing his 60th pitch, and it'll be a ground ball right at third base. Coming out to the Burger, got him. Ground number 1. Here's 8.5, bottom of the 5th inning. Game tied at 2. Sticker on that lower outside corner, struck 1. Going over the plate there. He's going to swing at that, but the count's 0-2. On the OTD and half, it'll be off the plate on a circle change. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. On the 1-2, there'll be a line, and that's a base hit at 105 for 8.5. And the last game, he hit one at like 110, I believe. Another line drive base hit on that sinker, and he gets a 1-out single here on the 5th for the Titans. Diamondbacks really starting to be a lot like how they were in Game 1. Late in the second, because that game they started off rough too. It seems like something similar is happening here. The half called safe for the throw back to first from David Peterson. Bottom of the 5th inning. On the deal to Harry Thorne's first pitch. Fastball at 92 as he watches it go by. He's flying out his first time. Sharon on this. Pens line, it'll be down low on a sinker, 1-1. And he took it off for second base, and he is safe. And half slides in safely with a stolen base. We're going down bottom of the 5th here in Game 4 of the NBL Finals. So now he's on second base. So here's Harry Ford. On the 1-2, swung and a miss, and Peterson follows it up with striking him out on a fastball. 5 Ks for David Peterson. There's a sinker, sorry. I'm in trouble picking up that it curved a little. The sinkers, they usually don't curve a crazy amount, but they just drop it just a little bit. So here's Dallas Stapleton, bottom of the 5th inning. And he's sinking to 91. 70 pitch on the way for David Peterson.
Hit it.
93 on our sinker. He's sticking to that sinker. This seemed to be working at least somewhat. On the 0-2. Broken bat, third base side, and the catch is made at down the third base line, and that will end the 5th inning. As Pearson gets the twisters out of it, we're going to the 6th. Tied at 2 after 5. Center fielder Shadon Raphael over one with a walk today, leading off the 6th for the Texas Twisters.
Ball. 1-0.
Ball one low for on that lower inside corner, 1-0. Here's next pitch to Zach Gallen to get him on a fastball, 1-1. Down low on that slider, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
2 strikes.
Gonna be fouled away. Count says 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Count is full.
Down on that circle changeup, counts 3-2.
Quick, straight.
High and a fastball, got him for strike 3. One down, top of the 6th. Zach Allen's only making a work up on the mound for Tampa Bay. Here's Tyler Stevenson.
Ball.
Ball 1, top of the 6th to the Texas catcher. 2 flyouts today. And looking to break that streak.
That's the ball. That's inside.
And you watch that slider go past him inside for ball 2. Actually flies out a 3rd time. And this he'll ground foul down the 3rd base line. And get that going, able to go down low. It'll be a fastball swing, and it'll be tapped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the 2-2 to Tyler Stevenson, it'll be a line drive base hit for Stevenson into right field. 1 out single for Stevenson for the Twisters. Here are the 6th. As they got at least 1 duck on the pond. And he gets a really good swing. In the right, he shortens up. Line drive in the right. Here's Josh Smith. Bill's first pitch, knuckle curve at the name. He's 0-1. Just looking at that knuckle curve, I thought it was going to go down further, which I've said that about previous knuckle curve pitches that I've seen in this ballgame.
Ball outside.
Okay, yeah, this one's going just fine and dandy. On the 1 line, it'll be 94 fastball. Right down Sesame Street. Looking for the K.
That hits. That's the ball.
Not so fast as the Gallen's a bit high with that fastball. Gallen's already 46 pitches. How many innings of relief he's going to give Christian Javier? Or they're the pitching staff, I guess. On the 2-2. Got it with a slider for strike 3. What a nasty slider. I mean, it looked more like a sinker. That was weird. It behaved more like a sinker, and that threw me off. So it was the shortstop Anthony Volpe, top of the 6th, and now I'm starting to be able to recognize his pitches. a lot more because I'm really paying attention in this series. Oh yeah, those crowds are really cheering on Zach Gallen now. 2 outs, top of the 6th. And it'll be bouncing goal for a base side foul. On the 0-1, it'll be slightly popped up by in foul round. Down looking at get out of this inning. On the 0-2. And it'll be line and base it into right center field. We're going all the way to third. She's going to be able to go all the way home. And the throw will be not in time. And the Twisters are ahead. It's 3-2. RBI double for Anthony Volpe here in the 6th. Huge run for the Twisters. Here at Hillsborough Field. How about that? So the Twisters regain the lead 3-2 here in the 6th. And this is quite the game. There's going to be a fly ball in the left field. You hop under it. In left field, and the next to grab, and that's going to... And the top half of the 6th. Anthony Volpe with an RBI double. And it's 3-2 Texas. We're going to the Titans 6. Bottom of the 6th, Mason win the shortstop, leading off.
Ball, that's high.
So Anthony Bender and Bo Brisky warming up with the Texas Twisters. In the bullpen. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 count to Mason Wang. Going at the plate, on just the tension is so much higher. It's the highest attention will ever be. It's a ground ball right towards second base. And the side on the first. Berger got him. 1 down, bottom of the 6th. So that's going to be it for David Peterson. We thought they were going to keep him in here in the 6th, but the Twisters are going to give him the rest of the day off. So we'll bring in Luke Weaver, who has, to my knowledge, I didn't realize he became a New York man. He's on the Mets now, so 32.5% strikeout rate. 8 games he's played in, 10 innings pitched. We'll see how it does. Not a bad strikeout rate. Here's right fielder Mike Shepard. In real life, he's been really solid for the Mets. But the Mets is the team's interesting, as there's a high fly ball to deep center field. This one going back to the wall, and Raphael able to run it down along the warning track in center field. Here's down number 2, at bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. A 1-run game, folks. Bottom of the 6th. You watch that fastball go by, strike 1. Blue lights. And they're lining daily 0-1. The pitch will be circle changeup, it'll be inside. Give it the count. Swung on a miss, got him with the cutter. 1-2. And he was just played like a fiddle there with that cutter. On the 1-2. Fly ball. Left field, third baseman coming in. And the catch is made for Josh Smith. That's going to end the 6th. We're going to the 7th. 3-2 Texas after 6. Top of the 7th inning, Anthony Santander leading off for the Texas Twisters. Fastball got foul. Down low for strike 1. Down still on the mound for the Tampa Bay Titans.
1-1.
Another curve low. So Webb and Luke Little warming up in the Titans bullpen. On the 1-1 there, that Deshaun's on there. That'll be popped up. And Shore makes it 1 under it, and I'll make a catch. Got number 1 here, top of the 7. Here's Jake Berger. With one with 2 walks, top of the 7th inning. On a fastball on the count, 0-1. Outside on that fastball, strike 2. On the 0-2, foul away on a fastball. So Jake Berger. I believe he's got. Did he get? Yeah, he's 0 for 1 today. 0-2 on the fastball, so I don't know what to talk about. The Tampa Bay Titans. And Zach Allen's done a pretty good job holding off the Texas Twisters here. And he's being very reliable. Got off, strike 2 by Berger. Sliding way off the plate there, 1-2. I was like, I don't know if the catcher's arm is that. I don't know if Harry Ford's arm is that long. Didn't see that because Harry Ford's the one standing behind the plate. On the 2-2, anyway, down low, swinging a miss, and he got Berger to chase the slider for strike 3. 2 outs here in Texas 7. So 2 outs on the 7th, here's Jerks and Profar. The Cats are 1. On the one pitch, it'll be a knock the curve off the plate, keep the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, got him with a fastball, 1-2. Allen's really getting up there in pitches. There's a 68 for the 1-2. Swing and a miss and struck him out with a knuckle curve. And we're going to the Titans 7th. 7th inning stretch. So, on the 7th inning. I mean, it was a wild ball game here. Very tight. Almost. We'll see what happens with this one. Final 7, so leading off will be Ozzy Albies. Still on mound for the Texas Twisters. Final count, bottom of the 7th. Ozzy Albies down low on a knuckle curve, 2-0. And it'll be popped up. Foul. Left field side, 2-1. Doing on the Albies down low, knuckle curve, 3 balls and 1 strike. Got him with the cutter, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Down is full to Ozzy Albies. Good for 2 today. He's had a really good day here today in game 4. Popped up circle change. 3 and 2. Let speak for itself. Okay. Now back on a fastball, 3 and 2. I'm the broadcast. I'm not going to try and talk crazy amount, but yeah. I can start to let the crowd speak for themselves a lot more. Got away on that knuckle clear by Ozzy Albies. Looking for a hit right here. This would be a good opportunity. And Albies able to pop it up right towards second base. And gonna roll play waiting on it, and he'll make the catch for number 1. First out of the Tampa Bay 7. Salvador Perez. Struck out of contact today. He's 0 for 2, 1 pursuing here in the NBL Finals. Which, I believe in game 2, he only pitch hit, so this is only his second full game with Tampa Bay. And that'll be a high fly ball. That one gonna go to deep left field. Goodbye, home run. A solo ball for Salvador Perez. His first postseason home run's a big one. Courtside at 3. Here in game 4. Here on the 7th. A massive home run to left field in this game of tie. Here's Byron Buxton with a game tied at 3 in the 7th. Fastball inside, 0-1. Headlocked at 3. Over to Hills, it'll be fastball, circle change up, down to Mullins up. On the 0-2. It'll be a high fly ball for Ryan Buxton, pretty deep, but very high in the air. Rafael waits on it, and he'll make grab for round number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. So bottom of the 7th and a half. Game tied at 3.
That hit him. Batter, take your base.
And Ian Happ is hit by the pitch. He'll take first. This one, right. This round is the Western side they've been this whole series. Well, between this, game 3 was at home, game 4 is at home, and then game 5 at home on Tuesday. And then we're going back to Texas.
Inside, ball.
I like how hockey does in National Hockey League. It is 2-2, and then 1-1-1-1-2 get to game 7. 2 home, 2 away, or 2 away, 2 home, depending on what team you are, and then next one is to the other location, then you go back to your location. Throwing something like that. With ground ball. Is he gonna be able to get there? Is he gonna make the throw? No. Taking the out second. Harry Ford with a base knock. There's 2 on, 2 out here in the 7th. And the crowd is quite loud. 2 on. Reveals the first pitch for Stapleton. That'll be a ball on a high fastball off the plate. Ball 1. Stapleton flying out in the first. He's 0 for 3 today. He's really struggling out there. Drum ball. That's through. Base hit. Runner coming around third. And he will score! RBI single, the Titans lead 4-3! A huge run for the Titans. Stapleton gives Tampa the lead. And now he's coming through offensively in a big way. That's gonna pull the Texas pitcher, Luke Weaver. The Weaver's day is done. We seem to be doing not so bad, and then there's just one hit after another, and it fell apart. Those were home runs. So Drew Pomeranz coming in. He came in the last game. So he's appeared in 7 games here in the postseason. 0-1 record, 6 innings pitched, 12.9 ERA, 35% strikeout rate. We'll see how it does. As he faces Mason Wayne with 2 on, 2 out here in the 7th. First strike to Mason Wayne. Titans lead at 4-3 in the 7th. I think this might be my favorite game so far. On the curve, it'll be inside. 1-1 the count. On the 1-1, it'll be foul back. Mason Wayne. They've got what they want. The only thing right now is that their lead is very slim. But they don't. But also they don't have much time left. Got him with a fastball, a check swing. They say Mason went wide for strike 3. Titans might be okay with that. They might be okay with that because they lead 4-3 over the Texas Twisters. 2 huge runs here on the 7th. So, top of the 8th, Jacob Webb coming in for the Tampa Bay Titans. 7 postseason appearances so far. 5 innings pitched, 12.6 ERA, 27.6% strikeout rate. We'll see how Jacob Webb does today, coming in late for the reliever Zach Gallen. There's Zach Jelloff. What's that name under the K? Zach is just Z-A-C. I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere else. Zach is just 3 letters, so David Bednar looks a little warming up at the bullpen for the Tampa Bay Titans. That's found away, 1-1 the count. I'm trying to save my rest of what I got in the tank for those big plays. Fastball, got him, 1-2. Webb struggling with that sweeper. Bounce going so. Foul away. Just hear this crowd running on this Friends Ball Club. That's a base hit into center field. A leadoff single on top of the 8th for the Texas Twisters. They get Joe off to first. Joe works his way to first base with the base hit in center line drive, the grand ball. That's what coaches like. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be fast, just get it down in the outfield grass. Here's Sadon as it's thrown back to first, so Joe felt safe. Off plate, sweeper to Sadon. Sadon off 0 for 2 today, looking for a base hit. Get a piece of that fastball. Keeping the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's foul behind home plate by Rafaela. Trying to keep trying to get something out of this plate appearance. It's on that sweeper. Watches it go by 2-2. I'm trying to lay back a little more on the voice. I don't need to swing and a miss, and he got him. Rafaela goes down swinging, top of the eighth. So that's one down, top of the eighth. That was a nasty pitch. A nasty strikeout pitch. Just swinging. That's the crazy part. Top of the eighth inning. Here's Kyler Stevenson. One on, one out. Foul back on that plate. I got the towels out. We're going just bazooka. But they're going bananas. I called safe. The first base. Who is it? Zach Gillow. Oh, he's going to take Gillow going to second base. The throw down to second. It is not in time. Still a base for Zach Gillow. They take second base. A really good speed by Gillow and a really good slide into second base. So, 0 for 2 the count. Tyler Stevenson. And we have drum ball right towards third. Next must be for the first. Got him! So that's out number 2 here in the 8th inning. Here's Josh Smith. I mean, you can tell this crowd is cheering. This crowd is... Wow. I can't even imagine how they're going to be in the ninth. Wow. Wow. That is actually insane. Another circle change, 0-2. I'll let the crowd tell the story here. Got him with a fastball. Upstairs. He swung on a miss for strike 3. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Team's looking for some insurance runs for the 4-3 lead here in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th inning, Mike Trout leading off. Titans looking to tie this series. And they're in good shape too. And the strike goes the other way. And it's foul. Strike 1. It was a good swing. Just if he had some better timing, maybe that gets down. 1-1. Trout waits on that one. 1-1. Gotta calm down a bit, but they're so close. We're really getting back in this series. If they win this game, the momentum is back on the other team to respond. That'll be a high fly ball. That one gonna go to deep left center, but not deep enough. Stay down, Rafael able to make the catch in left center. There's Max Muncy. So Max Muncy at the plate. One out, nobody on. And gets that one off the end of the barrel. Strike 1. On the 1 pitch, it'll be down low on that knuckle curve. Good swing by Muncy, foul 1-2. I'll take a Max Muncy. Down low on a 2-seam fastball. On the 2-2 to Muncy, there'll be a line drive, base hit for Muncy in the left center. 1 out single. Here on the 8th. Oh, listen. Really giving every guy who gets a hit a standing ovation. Oh, see, this crowd might be better. I think they're a little bit small. They're still, it's still a large stadium. Around 40, 45, 47 seats. I think it's slightly smaller than Texas, but this crowd I like this crowd a lot more than I like Texas.
Ball.
In this universe. At the Twister Dome. It's just, I don't know, something about it just, it feels almost Dodger-esque. Fastball, it's Dodger-esque without all the fun. It's just not a fun environment in my opinion. I like this one more. Ball forward to Ozzy Albies. Another cheering. So that's going to be it for Drew Pomeranz. Let's see what who they bring in. So I guess their pitching staff is spent at this point. They're on to their fourth pitcher. So they're going to bring in Anthony Bender. So 8 postseason appearances, 8 innings pitched, 28.6% strikeout rate. We'll see how he does here. Maybe interesting. 183 against ladies, 1.83 against lefties. So here's Salvador Perez. Righty. Like me. Perez 1 for 3 with a solo. He just had the huge solo home run in his last at bat. He replicated it.
That's the ball.
Almost circle change. 2-0. They probably should be giving him a standing ovation right now, since he's probably the reason they win this game, if they do win. On the 2-0. Almost hit him with a sweeper. He's not too happy about that. Oh, they must be cheering him on. Jacob Grace. 3-0. Popped up foul. Go on, 1 out, 3-1 the count. If you get this ball 4, bases will be loaded. And that'll be a high fly ball! That one's gonna go! Goodbye! Home run! He's done it again! Salvador Perez! His second home run in this game! Oh, wow! How about that? And that was an absolute bullet into the bleachers and left. And it's 7-3 Tampa Bay. The Byron Bucks on the play. Now Tampa Bay's lead is much more comfortable. 4, 5. That was a 3-run blast for Salvador Perez. A 3-run blast. It's 7-3 Tampa Bay right now. Bobrovsky and Kate Botovich warming up at the plate. I think that might have... We pop up first base side. Jake Berger getting under it. Not number 2. There's 2 out bottom of the 8th. Texas, they look good in the first half, but they've just collapsed. The pitching is what. Pitching's starting to fall apart. They're getting thin, almost, I guess, thinned out. For the last one, or 1 count to even half there. And Fender got him first pitch strike. On the 0-1, found away on a sinker 0-2. Sweeper fouled away by Ian Happ, 0-2. On the 0-2 to Ian Happ, swing and a miss, and he struck him out with a sweeper. But doesn't matter, doesn't hurt the Titans too much. Salvador Perez, his second home run, a 3-run blast. 7-3 Titans are going to the ninth. Randy Rodriguez coming in here in the top of the ninth to close it out for the Tampa Bay Titans. So 13 games appeared in. Let's see, the stats will come up again. So we'll face Anthony Volpe, we'll see how he does. Just needs 3 outs. Victor, strike 1. So Luke Little and Brennan Bernardino warming up. So 13 appearances, 750 34.7% strikeout rate, 12 innings pitched. We'll see how it does. Down 0-2, so needs 3 outs. And the series is tied. It's almost 3 o'clock. Fastball high at 100. Randy Rodriguez just hit 100 miles an hour. Boy, he's throwing hard. Got him with a slider. What was that? That was disgusting. 86-mile-an-hour slider. Wow. That was nasty. Here's Lars Nootbaar. 1 down, top of the ninth. Slider first pitch to Lars Nootbaar. Fastball counts 1-1. Ooh, was that 101? Come on, gonna miss. Got him with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, 1-2. Popped up on a slider. And Mason unable to make the grab. 2 down. Twisters down to their final out. Here in game 4. Shots on there, the final. Most likely the final batter in this game for the Texas Twisters. Slider got him 0-1. Rodriguez 2 strikes away from winning this game. Okay, swing, it'll be fouled. 0-2. Crowd's already cheering. They're on their feet. Rodriguez on the 0-2 to Santander. Down low on a fastball at 97. 1-2. 1-2 for Rodriguez. Foul back. Just needs 1 more strike to get out of this. 1 more strike Rodriguez needs. The 1-2. Down low, circle change, 2-2. A strike to end it all. Rodriguez deals. Foul back at 99. He's throwing hard. Another one to Santander, the 2-2. Foul back, circle change. Santander keeping this game alive for the Texas Twisters. On the 2-2 from Randy Rodriguez. Way inside, count is full. Jake Berger on deck. On the payoff pitch. Hard liner out. 109. Oh my goodness. Oh. 3-2. Another foul ball. 103. Well, if he hits one fair, watch out. On the 3-2 to Santander. Outside, ball 4. So they're going to pull Randy Rodriguez. And he's getting the job done. He only walked 1 guy. I would keep him in. I think he could have done it, but they're going to bring somebody else in and we'll see what they do. He's essentially bringing somebody in just to get one out. So here's Brandon Bernardino. 11 games he's appeared in. 45 ERA. 11 innings pitched. 2.6 strikeout rate. Top of the ninth. 2 out. Jake Burger. So it is Anthony Santander. 2 out. 1 on. He just needs 1 more out. Looks up, he had Jake Burger with the ball down low. And a curveball. Blue.
Joe, that missed.
And Burger watches it go. Strike.
2-0.
Ball 2. I don't know about that one. That looked like a strike to me, but the call is what the call is. On the 2-0.
Ball.
Ball 3. I think they should have kept Randy Rodriguez in. Rio to Jake Burger.
Wood.
Got it with the cutter. Bounce 3-1. Crowd on their feet once again. 3-1.
That's ball 4.
Down low, ball 4. Back-to-back walks for the Twisters. And the tying run is on deck. They need a grand slam to tie this, just to stay in this game. And there are already 2 runners there, but they're on a short leash. The ball right down Broadway at 79 for the first strike. Gets us down to 2 strikes once again. And there'll be a high fly ball. That's gonna go deep left center. Goodbye, home run. It's a 1-run game. Jerickson Profar keep his first postseason home run. Is in game for the NBL Finals. And the Twisters are back in business. As they only trail by 1. A 3-run home run to deep left center. That thing, I mean, he just absolutely launched it. 110. Holy cow. It was on one bat and he hit it 110. The real picture. This moment. Joe up at the plate, 0-1. Twisters down to 2 strikes again. Bernardino deals.
1 ball, 1
Way outside slider, 1-1. I won't be surprised if they use 3 pitches just in this 9th inning, just to get it. Get the one. And that will be base hit. Phillips on base. And the winning run is on deck. The winning runner is now coming to the plate. Phillips pokes one into right for a base knock. And yep, they're going to use 3 pitchers. I think that might have been the worst decision to pull Randy Rodriguez. And that's why Tampa Bay's here. Texas did a really good job taking advantage of it, so they'll bring in David Bednar. And they're going deep in their bullpen. Because in postseason appearances, 12 innings pitched, 3.75 ERA. And we'll see what it does. Just needs to get 1 out. He's going to struggle. Let's take it off to second base. The throw down to second is not in time. Still up at the stolen base. I believe that's his 2nd stolen base in this ball game. Texas just refuses to end this game. Down 0-2. 1 more strike wins it. On the 0-2 to Rafaela. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 98, and the Titans survive. They survive and win by a slim lead of 7-6. And they've tied this series. Bit of a late win on there. Titans win this game 7-6. Tying the series of 2. 7 runs, 10 errors for the Titans. 6 runs, 8 errors. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Texas Twisters. Tampa Bay Titans final score 7-6. Series tied at 2. Game 5 on Tuesday. See you there. Good day and good afternoon. Happy July 5th. Have a great rest of your July 4th weekend.